This is me. And these are my kids. And this is our life. And this is our TikTok. Well, technically it's my TikTok, but you'll see the kids here. You get the gist. Sometimes, in order to get things done, you have to improvise. The resistance, aka cluster feeding, continues. And when Jax is not cluster feeding, he wants to comfort feed. So, I can't be but so far from him. So, I improvised the harness. At first, he was not a fan, but he's kind of warmed up to the idea of being glued to my chest, seeing as he's literally glued to my chest anyway. As I implement this new intervention, I'm being very, very mindful and careful, seeing as I do have a newborn baby strapped to my chest like a little bomb. Just in case one day I blow up one here and somebody wants to call CPS and scream child endangerment. Is this method ideal? Obviously not, but you have to do what you have to do. And I know if I wasn't breastfeeding, this probably wouldn't be the particular case, but I'm not going to give up breastfeeding my baby to convenience my life. Breastfeeding is a very small sacrifice in my opinion, for me anyway, and I'm willing to make it. Please ignore the fact that I look like utter crap in the back, and I've come to terms with that. I have been very unrealistic with myself and seeing myself before having Jax, and currently I've been hard on myself, but to be completely realistic, what else am I supposed to look like? I'm only doing and wearing makeup occasionally, not actually because of time, but because we're skin to skin so much, and I don't want my makeup to make him break out or anything like that. My hair is sticking out, but it is clean, and that's all that matters. And I'm home, not to mention I did just grow a little person over the last 9.5 months from scratch, and right now my body is still repairing, and I'm producing food for him 24 hours a day. I don't know about you, but that is a flex to me. Do you not feel like a superhero being a new mom all over again? I mean, of course, the obvious are the things that you have to alter, like, sleep and your bathroom habits and actually everything all together. So I'm not gonna, graze over those reality changes, but there are way more pros than cons. It's all been worth it for me anyway. When I get the opportunity to actually go take a shower or make myself something to eat, I have been using tiny little windows to try and get anything and everything I can get my hands on organized and put away. Doing little by little is always a big help in the grand scheme of things, and it helps me stay semi-organized. Because I'm always rushing, it definitely cuts back on trying to rectify things in the midst of making a complete total mess when I'm rushing. I can sleep so much better knowing that I did not procrastinate and put something off and I actually took care of it. Granted, there is still a bag full of Jax's clothes that I have to fold and put away, but I got like 70% of his laundry put away, and that is like winning to me. Jax is about to be 5 weeks old, and I can't actually believe that I have managed to make it this far without this kid scratching himself. Kudos to these mittens. Although I had mittens for Jaden and Joshua, they still managed to get to their face at some point in time. And I have the little emery boards. I have the little baby nail clippers. But no matter how much you clip and how much you file, these little talons of theirs are like razor sharp. And the first things babies want to do as soon as they're apparently starving in between their every single hour feed, or they're fussy and cranky, is they want to dig into their face and scratch themselves and then scream bloody murder like they didn't do it to themselves. Initially, I started putting the mittens on Jax because he was grabbing at my boobs and my nipples were so sensitive and it was just so painful. So I was like, yeah, no, you're a hazard. I have to cover your hand so I can protect myself. But I have seen him attack his own face, and I'm glad that he's got the mittens on. I feel so accomplished that I made it to the kitchen every single night this week and made dinner. Every single day, I'm still working on my diet and making sure that I eat enough calories. And it is a slow work in progress, but it has been working out well. Because I've spent the greater majority of my life having a decreased appetite, I am kind of worried, but that's why I'm continuing to implement my Ensure. And I want to work on getting as much protein into my diet as possible just so I produce like the best breast milk. This was the first bath Jax took where he did not scream and cry. I was so happy, but he definitely lost his mind when we got him out the bathtub. Because I'm breastfeeding, Jax needs to take these vitamin D drops every day. I'm really enjoying this little boy, Jax. He's really coming into his own and his little personality is building. Every day I'm looking for something new that I can do with him or for him that I didn't do with my first two. I'm like overly fascinated by him every single day. The best parts of my day are when I get to just stare at him sleeping. Jax makes the cutest little sounds in his sleep and I love to see him smile and laugh. And I've always wondered sometimes, like, what could you be laughing about? What could you be dreaming about? Obviously, he's dreaming about me.